What's up, everybody in YouTube land? You got Ricky, Ricardo,
Jake the Snake,
and Johnny B.
and another episode of What Burns.
My Britches.
And as you can see, we do have minus one member of our group here, which is our trusty mascot, Rusty. And we moved her for safety's sake because this topic we're going to be talking about, which is video game consoles, is probably going to get a little heated like it usually does with us. And we don't want chairs and tables getting thrown around with her sitting on the table. So, anyway, to get started, video game consoles. I'm a diehard Xbox fan. These guys are
PS4s.
Yeah, PlayStation. So
PlayStation fans, and what burns my britches, I guess, is the debates that go on with people, Xbox versus PlayStation. I myself, really, if I had to choose one, it's going to be an Xbox because of the gaming, because of certain games, certain genres that are, only for the Xbox. Like, of course, Halo. That's the biggest one. That's what got me into really, liking the games. Outside of all the old school games I played when I was younger, which, Nintendo and on up, and even some Atari I had when I was younger. But anyway, Halo I think revolutionized it. The first person shooters that got me into that. That was big for me. But as with any devices, anything that you're gonna have one person that loves one person love lost for another one. So what I mean, what are you guys? What's your guys' take on the PS? Why do you guys like the PS4 more than you like? Why do you guys like PlayStation more than you like Xbox?
Well, I mean,
Microsoft.
I like PS4, but I don't like the Xbox One because it's just a rip off of a VCR, really. And then you got a controller you hold like this.
Of a VCR.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a VCR. You see how big it is? It's like this big, that tall.
Okay, so you like PlayStation because of the sleek design. Is what you're saying.
No, it's just that it's way better than it.
Okay,
Graphics wise and everything.
Okay, so
I don't need to sit here and say Xbox on Xbox TV. I don't need that's
a convenience, I would think.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily make that much better. I mean, for me, it doesn't. I'm not gonna really just jump to I'm playing video games. Let me just watch TV. I mean, yeah, it's a cool thing to have, but that's not really towards like gaming. That's more of just like a convenience, something that has nothing to do with the video game experience. That has nothing to do with anything. So that is kind of relevant to me when people bring that up.
Okay, well, some people like it for convenience. So they like to be able to say, hey, play this channel or do this. Which I think that's the one big thing that Xbox, the community, and online community has beat, that they beat PlayStation with, because, and people out there, I'm sure you guys can agree with me that the Xbox community is strong. The PS, PlayStation, but then again, I haven't really been on the PlayStation community online, so I couldn't tell you 100%, but I do know that Xbox has franchised a lot longer, I would think, than PlayStation.
No,
and of course,
because the PS1 came out long before the Xbox.
Yeah, but were they online?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure either. And that's another thing.
The PlayStation 2 was online. You could play online for the PlayStation 2.
That's another thing too about our channel is that we're not engineers. We don't build these things. Even like the quality. The quality. If he's talking graphics, to me, I can see minute. If there is even minute details in graphics, which people can argue one point to the other point. That graphics are better. The PlayStation. The controllers are better. That's a big one. People like the PlayStation controllers and la da 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 da.
Well, the one thing that PlayStation has really changed that Microsoft noticed when they were beat by it is the tray. I know him. There's been a couple times where he's had to knock on the top of it.
That's the old that's the old Xbox 360.
And
the ones that they made, the newer Xbox 360s, they slide right on in. Xbox Ones, I'm sure they slide right on.
Of course, because they seen PlayStation.
I have yet to buy an Xbox One.
PlayStation did this a lot better than we did, so let's copy it because maybe people will like us more. And the one thing too is for the original Xbox, the one thing that the original white Xbox 360, you couldn't connect to Wi-Fi. You had to use an Ethernet cord, and that kind of sucks because then you got a bunch of cords in the way while you're playing. Well, then it's some people's computer and desktop is set up in their living room, but they're playing their console in their bedroom. So how are you gonna stretch an Ethernet cord through that far? The PlayStation didn't do that. They came out right away, said, We're gonna have Blu-ray. We're gonna have a disc tray that just sucks in, and we're gonna be able to have Wi-Fi, and you're not gonna have to pay for it. Now they all have that now, so there's kind of
that's the thing. It's what revolutionized the other. Well, they are gonna come up and have the same thing.
And as far as sales go, the 360 came out a year before the PS3 did.
Well,
the Xbox 360 had way more views. This time, the PS4 came out before the 360 did. The Xbox One, and it wasn't too much. It wasn't like a year span. It was like right after it. But the PS4 has dominant sales over the Xbox.
Yeah. Well, that was when and now they got the cheap. Now the PlayStation or Xbox came down in price, and with the Kinect that comes with it, now they're catching right back up with sales.
It's still $500. The PS4
no, it's $350.
It's $500.
It's $350 for the Xbox One with Kinect.
It's $400.
Okay,
Right
whatever. If you guys can, maybe post comments on there, and like I said, we don't have too much video time that we can get drawn out into these arguments. Of course, you see, I get double teamed when it comes to this kind of stuff. Voice your guys' opinions. I'd like to get to real quick is the Wii. I was playing it not too long ago. It burns my britches with that console that hasn't caught up yet with being able to play DVD movies. I mean, Nintendo wants this, talks about how everybody's got a DVD player. Well, this is a gaming system. And I'm sure people out there are thinking, okay, this is a gaming system. You don't need to have a DVD player in it. That's just like saying that a cell phone, you can only make calls and you can't do no texting.
Or get on the internet or anything like that.
Right. And there ain't no difference.
Because everybody's got a computer,
you can still
right?
get on the internet.
Because everybody has a computer.
But you can get on the internet. We can get Netflix and that kind of stuff. So why not be able to play movies on it? That burns my britches. And maybe we'll talk later on about these consoles. We want to cut this short. Not get too far, not get too deep into it. We'll definitely probably have obviously more on this console war epic. So anyway, hopefully you like us. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think. If you guys agree, disagree, what you guys have to say.
Also, if you want to see us doing some gameplay and video games, we need to be out there more. We need more people to like us and subscribe to us and view our channel. So we'll definitely do those if you guys can get us out there and do what you need to do and get us our likes and views, and we'd be more than happy to do that for you guys.
That's right. That's
like,
right, baby.
Comment what you think about this video, or likes and don't likes.
Yeah.
Let us know what we can do better.
View, comment, like, what you can do. That's another episode of What Burns
My Britches.
Like us. Like us. Like us.
Comment what you think we need.